There goes boat number 6. That was Humber Bay DBC. Now the Toronto Firefighters. So our next number 1, Paddlers Anonymous, the boat on course. So everybody's staying metered at this point. Nothing catastrophic has happened so far. So you'll notice we have 2 sets of numbers, 1 through 6, 1 through 6. Boat number 2, the Mofos, heading out in our second grouping of 6. Approaching the line will be boat number 3, the Chinook Mojos. So that was the Mofos with the 2, the Chinook Mojos with the 3. 15-second gap between boats. 2,000 meters, a full 2 Ks on the water. Turns at both ends. Boat number 4, this is GWN's premier mixed crew heading out. 2 boats left. Running off in 12, 2 groups of 6. Boat number 5, this is OHDBC Water Vipers on course in the pink boat. Now 6th is going to take full advantage of that run up. Here we go. They're going to try and time their cross. All right, 12 boats on course. 9 of the 12 are still in the first 5. 3 have made the corner down at the far end and are coming back our way. It's going to be in the second lap where you see things tighten up. The gaps are going to get closer. You may see boats overlapping on the corner. Inside boat has right of way. So once again on course in our first group of 6 by bound numbers. BMO First Dragon, Sunnyside Paddling, Bell Team 1, UEAA, Humber Bay Dragon Boat Club, and the Toronto Firefighters. Those are the first numbers 1 through 6. Your second set of numbers 1 through 6. Paddlers Anonymous to boat, the Mofos, the Chinook Mojos, GWN's Premier Mix, OHDBC Water Vipers, and Jetstar. Okay, folks, if you are in 2K race number 2, anyone whose team is in 2K race number 2, let's get your teams together, head down to marshalling, please. So in marshalling, we need Holy Ship, WOHS Spirit of Osler, Monsoon, Drew's Crew, the Pittsburgh Paddlefish, TRPC Juniors, the Toronto Area Dragons, the Wahoos, the Ronin Warriors, the Miracle Dragons, the Blue Dragons, Shipstorm, and Om Nom Nom. Let's get yourselves down to marshalling, please. All right. Boats 1, 2, and 3 not doing too bad for the gap, but take a look at 4 and 5. Down at 4 and 5, we've got some overlap and a charge coming. So 1, 2, 3, maintaining the gap, fairly civilized, but take a look behind them, 4 and 5. This is where it's going to get sketchy when they hit this left-hand corner. So boats 1, 2, and 3 should be able to come around clean. If 4 and 5 stay tight, it's going to get interesting. You see it's a big wide left-hander as they swing around. So that's the completion of 1K. They are now half done the race. So you don't know the results until everybody's in and we look at the times. Now remember, there's 15 seconds between them. 4 and 5 are still side by side. So first turn, second turn now. BMO First Dragons are around clean. Boat number 2, Sunnyside Paddling with Blake Hera on the stick, coming around clean. So look at the corner. Look at 4 and 5 on the outside now. They've got to stay clean. So 4's watching their boat, 5 trying to cut as tight as they can. They're getting around. Nice corner, both boats coming clean. 5's got to go a little wider, but they're pushing hard. So that's UEAA. Number 5 is Humber Bay Dragon Boat Crew. They're holding them off, but they got to go wide with 4. More distance to cover. That's the completion of 1K for those boats.
It's the worst. It's like the hardest part. That's where you tire the most. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna be slow off it.
There go the Toronto Firefighters. So that's the first grouping of number 6.
You guys do a restart?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we come along to the second grouping of numbers in 1. That's Paddlers Anonymous to boat. Hot on their heels, number 2. That's the Mofos. Look behind, boat number 3 coming up quick. That's the Chinook Mojos. Now this grouping is taken off quick. The group behind that second 3, they're tightening up now. So now take a look at the numbers. You can tell how they're doing. We went 1, 2, 3 in the second grouping of 6. But now look who's ahead. 5 is now pulled ahead of 4. 5 is now out in front. OHDBC's Water Vipers have now passed. 6 has now come along and we're dumping 4 in behind. So boat number 6 charging hard. That's Jetstar. That's a fast crew, but they're going to reel in 5 quick. 4's dropping back. That's the GWN Premier Mixed crew.
Come on, Jack. Do it.
All right, all boats have now completed 1 kilometer.
Oh man, if I had to go up to the rods, I probably could. I think all my boats are fun. Like I take all my time. Like I mean, if I had a girlfriend and she understood my responsibilities, that I see her often, I act like it's literally all girls.
Not capturing one of the pictures.
I just told like just be yourself.
Yeah.
That's weird.
They're a good set.
Like I mean like the fact that you can just be yourself around.
Yeah.
So when you see the boats coming back this way, that will be their final 500 meters. When the boats are coming back this way, it's the final 5. So this is going to be their big kick. So they get around that last western corner, get around the corner, turn it on. It's a 500-meter dash to the finish. So BMO First Dragons have still hung on. They have not been passed. The gap has remained fairly consistent. Tucked in behind them, he's still got Sunnyside. Bell Team 1 dropped off just a little bit. They're the 3rd boat, but that does not mean 3rd place. We don't know until we tabulate start and finish times and any penalties that are assessed in the running of this 2K race. So if you're not sure who the teams are, look at the numbers. If the number is consistent, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if you see a number out of order, that means they've been passed. That boat put a kick on, they passed it. So BMO still punching along. But Sunnyside has made a bit of a kick here, and they've tightened up that gap between themselves and BMO. So first boat out of the gate, first boat home. This is the last stretch. These are 50 meters between the buoys out there, so you want to gauge it. So they're now into the last 150 meters. BMO's got 100 meters remaining as they kick it. Don't be afraid to cheer. If you'd like to cheer them on, they like to hear you. It's been a long 2,000 meters out there on the water. Bring them home, please. Let's get these paddlers back. BMO kicking it. Blake Heron, Sunnyside, right behind them, trying to tighten the gap up. They had 15 seconds on the line. It's going to be tighter when they calculate things. So BMO coming across to wrap up their time at the 2K. BMO First Dragons crossing home, number 1 there. Sunnyside Paddling Club Thunderstruck coming in. They were the 2nd boat off the line, 2nd boat home. Nobody passed. They tightened up that gap just a bit. Good run by all racers. Now dropping back just a little bit, we had boat number 3. That's Bell Team 1. But you don't know for sure how things finish up. The gap doesn't necessarily tell the tale. Let's just see a pass. So there's boat number 3. That's Bell Team 1. They're going to cross the line and wrap up their day in the 2K. But here's where we've got some changes happening. Now comes boat number 5. They passed 4. Boat 5 is Humber Bay Dragon Boat. They passed UEAA. So coming in now is going to be boat number 5. That's Humber Bay. Humber Bay finishing up their afternoon in the 2K Grand Final. So Humber Bay made up some substantial ground. Great time for them. This is the boat they passed. This is UEAA. They're hanging on, but coming up very quickly is boat number 6. That's the Toronto Firefighters. They had a great run this afternoon. That's the wrap for the 2K on them. Okay, now we're into our second grouping of 6s. Boat number 3, hammering it home. That's the Chinook Mojos. They plowed it. Take a look at the bow as they buried the paddle coming along quick. Solid run by them as they caught up very quickly on Powders Anonymous, the boat. Here comes boat number 6 now. Look at how fast Jetstar cranked it up all the way up there. They passed 2 boats. Here comes boat number 5. That's OHDBC's Water Vipers. They held off the gap, maintained their pace all the way to the finish line. This is the Sport Mix 2K Grand Final.
I didn't realize you get 2.
Wrapping it up. 1 boat remaining on course. This is hole number 4. This is GWN's Premier Mix. All right, folks, let's bring them home. They're grinding.
I gotta head back and cut my guys. Yeah. Alright. I'll probably see you at Karen's wedding.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah. I have exams, so probably not till Karen's wedding and then nationals. Alright, see you soon.
You get it? Yep. Good job.